and that one of its employees received certain mails
From Proton Mail.
from using Proton,
Using Proton
as a platform.
identity. Yes, platform.
And based on that, the petitioner has lodged a complaint with the local police, that is the cyber police. And the cyber police has not only registered a case, but is also investigating into it. And in several paragraphs in the writ petition, the allegation is that the third respondent, cyber police state of Karnataka, has not identified the accused despite the existence of the mutual legal assistance treaty. Now, chapter 8 of the BNSS deals with the reciprocal arrangement between the between countries. If your lordship would kindly take up
BNSS.
BNSS.
But I guess something should be done. For such
Something
things.
should be done.
Yes.
Something should be done. But
My
not the
request,
issue
I have
of,
already filed a
Wait,
mon-
let him
I thought
finish.
he has completed.
Sorry.
Let him finish.
One other issue that will come up. I heard my learned friend say that there is a larger issue, and the petitioner approached as a citizen. But then, my lord, the aggrieved person is someone who has received
He is the aggrieved person.
certain mails.
He is the
so
aggrieved
say-
person. He has already registered a crime.
This is not in public interest.
No.
Yeah.
He is the aggrieved person. He has registered the crime. He is only wanting to buttress his submission for blocking
Yeah, true.
by quoting illustrations all over.
Yeah, true.
That's all. Yes.
But that is one issue, my lord, which your lordship may have to
That-
consider.
yes,
I'll
that will
elaborate
answer,
at
yes.
a later. My lord, chapter 8 in BNSS is titled as Reciprocal Arrangement for Assistance in Certain Matters and Procedure for Attachment and Procedure of Property.
yes.
111 is definition 112. Letter of request to competent authority for investigation in a country or place outside India. One, if in the course of an investigation into an offense, an application is made by the investigation officer or any officer superior in rank to the investigation officer that evidence may be available in a country or place outside India, any criminal court may issue a letter of request to a court or an authority in that country or place competent to deal with such request to examine orally any person supposed to be acquainted with the facts and circumstances of the case and to record his statement made in the course of such examination, and also
1 minute, madam. BNSS.
our CRPC ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಇದು ಹಳೆ
ಇಲ್ಲ, BNS ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
IPC.
BNS
BNS 311 ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Chapter 8 deals with something else.
BNSS. Chapter 8, Lord, titled
Section?
as Reciprocal Arrangement for Assistance in Certain Matters.
Plus section.
Section 111. 111 is the definition. 112 is the procedure.
Yes, letter of request.
Letter of request to competent authority for investigation in a country or place outside India. If in the course of an investigation into an offense, an application is made by whom? The investigating officer or an officer superior in rank to the investigating officer. That, my lord, please see what? This is exactly what the petitioner wants. That evidence may be available in a country or place outside India. And then who can do it? Any criminal court may issue a letter of request to a court or an authority in that country or place competent to deal with such request or examine orally any person supposed to be acquainted with the facts and circumstances of the case and to record his statement made in the course of such examination, and also to require such person or any other person to produce any document or thing which may be in his possession pertaining to the case, and to forward all evidence so taken or collected or the authenticated copy thereof or the thing so collected to the court issuing such letter. The letter of request shall be transmitted in such manner
Yes.
as the central government may specify. And then, my lord, there are. Okay. Now, my lord, this in international terms, this is called as letter rogatory. A letter rogatory. Rogatorus is a Latin term which means seek information. So this is the method of seeking information by one country from the other country. So letter rogatory is issued by the criminal court. The first two reliefs that the petitioner has sought relates to this. And my lord, we have a mutual legal assistant treaty with Switzerland. May pass on a copy of that.
Kodi.
So this is.
This treaty agreement on mutual legal assistance in criminal matters between the government of Switzerland and government of Republic of India signed on 22/1989. My lord, And then the first page refers to the initial preamble. And the shorter paragraph says, the widest measure of assistance in criminal as follows.
Yes.
Cooperation between the law enforcement authority may include assistance in locating witnesses, obtaining statements and testimony of witnesses, production and authentication of judicial or business records, service of judicial or administrative documents, and the restitution of objects or valuables originating from offenses for the purpose of returning them. And then what follows below that is slightly important. Further, within the limits of the law or requested state, information will also be provided on the assets owned or possessed by persons who are subject of investigation in the requesting country, taking of evidence and production of document. This is what he wants. By the use of compulsory measure for the purpose of criminal proceedings in India or Switzerland, as far as the facts described in the request, would also be an offence punishable in the laws of both countries. For this purpose, India and Switzerland regard the expression criminal proceedings as including trial of a person for an offence or a proceeding to determine whether to place a person who is accused of an offence on trial for that offence. Under the Indian law, the competent authority to ask for assistance abroad is the court, tribunal, judge or magistrate exercising jurisdiction. So therefore, as far as the MLAT is concerned, the petitioner has already lodged a complaint. A competent criminal court is dealing with that. So, and it is the IO, respondent number 3, who has to use the machinery, and that court has to set in motion that process. Not I as second respondent MHA or fourth or fifth respondent MAT, I cannot deal with that issue. So therefore,
No, if a court directs, you'll have to deal with it.
yes, no. Then if the magistrate court directs,
Why this court cannot direct?
no, my lord, the procedure is magistrate.
That we'll see, yes.
The procedure for that is the magistrate's court. My lord, when the law has set down the procedure, my lord, that procedure will have to be
We
followed.
will direct you to follow the procedure itself, not emanating from a magistrate's court, but will, under 482 will do
My
it.
lord,
Under 226 will do it.
my lord, that may not be in line with the MLAT. The MLAT says it is the criminal court which does it. My lord, we are counsel, the court will pass orders, but it is my duty to bring to your
Correct,
lordship's
correct.
notice.
I'm not saying
What is
it's
the
not
law?
bring it. Yes.
The law is the MLAT. The MLAT says it is the criminal court which is required to do it. That is as far as the first two reliefs are concerned. As far as the further, the third relief pertains to the state. We are not concerned with it.
Investigation, yes.
The state will have to answer that.
Mm.
The fourth and fifth relief, at page 28.
Mm.
It says issue a writ in the nature of mandamus, directing fourth and fifth respondent to provide to this Honorable Court a complete and up-to-date information as to the regulation in place regarding use
There is
and
no
access of-
regulation.
There is no regulation.
Because they
There is
have
no regulation.
shifted
So
the
therefore,
server, no
not
regulation at all.
This relief will not survive for consultation. E, issue a writ in the nature of mandamus,
This survives.
directing the respondents 4 and 5 to take such steps as are necessary to ban. This will not subject to Rule 10.
Correct, subject to Rule 10.
My learned friend has handed over certain judgment. We'll examine that. The question there would be, the Rule 10, whether it would be the criminal court or this Honorable Court can.
Yeah,
consider
Delhi High
that.
Court has done.
But if under Rule 10, if there is a direction, we will comply with it. But then, the IT Act tells us the rules contemplate certain safeguards. So subject to that, if there is any direction, we will comply. And in the meantime, I'll also go through that the division bench judgment of the Honorable Delhi High Court.
Division
And
bench, alla, single judge.
it's a division bench.
Division bench, single judge.
I'm sorry, it's a single judge.
Ah.
It's a single
Justice
judge.
Bambani.
I'll go through it. In fact, it's a detailed judgment where the MeitY Information Technology Ministry has also placed some material. On this, let me get instructions. But there are no factual disputes, which is why I have not chosen to file any
This is why
statement of
there are
objection.
no factual disputes. I think, he's aiding you to do something
Not true.
through the competent court. We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll pass orders. Yes. This is necessary. Because otherwise, this was dealing with some website. What website was that? In Delhi High Court?
On
See, there is some website called
Hamster,
hamster.
Hamster,
ex-hamster.
ex-Hamster, and the other Desi Collector,
All pornographic content
Ah,
has been banned by
the
because of
pornography websites.
so they don't have servers in India.
So take some serious notice. That's why pass them out, yes.
Well, outside of Rule 10, the
No,
procedure would be.
Not
Procedure would
outs-
be to go to the, we have not received any request.
absolutely in terms of the procedure stipulated. Central government will have to act now.
True, true.
Yes.
If the procedure is followed, but
Yes,
we,
that-
but we have not received any request from the petitioner or any nodal officer.
No, it's here, we'll see. Yes.
No, we have not received. The ministry has.
You have not
received.
requested them?
No representation has been made.
No, because particularly not when
Mandamus.
when the petitioner seeks a mandamus, not normally.
Of
the
course,
court
there
would
should be,
expect-
normally.
Yes,
We should-
normally the court would expect the petitioner to have exhausted approaching the authorities.
Hmm.
We have not received any request either from the petitioner or from any nodal officer. So which means that the petitioner has not approached any nodal officer. And that, my lord, would be the procedure under the IT Act.
Let's see, we'll pass on.
Can I only add one more thing, which
Hmm.
is beyond this, and since we are talking about the officer of a court, not only my lord Proton, my lord, there are multiple more, which I know, my lord, as we seen people using. One is Telegram.
Hmm.
My lord, there are multiple providers which are not amenable to India. So my lord may have some kind of a guideline that if there is some provider which is there, which is not amenable to Indian law, either make them amenable or then ban it. That's, my lord may have the section, my lord, one section I wanted to read of the IT Act, which is an overriding effect to every other law. 81. Telegram, Signal are the most prominent substitutes of WhatsApp, my lord, these days.
81.
Yes, my lord,
Hmm.
because they have their servers in Russia, my lord.
Servers in Russia?
My lord, for Telegram and Signal, the servers are based out in Russia, my lord.
What is signal?
My lord, these are a substitute to a WhatsApp, my lord.
Hmm.
WhatsApp, because in India became amenable to the law, and now anyone can, the agency can access, my lord. These two, another Signal and Telegram, we cannot. my lord. So I'm saying any other law, any other website or portal which is not amenable to Indian law. should
Telegram,
not-
I know, no problem.
Even the High
Court-
High Court uses.
High Court uses Telegram, so I
My
know.
lord.
Signal.
The servers are
Yes,
not in India, my lord. Okay, they are not available.
That's what,
Sorry.
yes.
I am so grateful.
Heard, what's your name?
Jatin Sehgal.
So, heard the Learned Counsel, so and so for the petitioner along with, and the Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Shri Arvind Kamath, along with Aditya Singh, reserved. Yes.
I am so grateful.
And state also, ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ಪೋಲ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
I am so grateful.
Yes.